All right, we'll do one run and then check in again and see who, if any, are interested in multiplayer lobbies. Oh, now I have these banners. These are cool. I like this. This is a cool new addition. I'm happy with this. Oh, Jason got buffed. I wonder if Jason's better now. I mean, I always liked Jason, but I wonder if he's like worth taking now. Not sure that he was worth taking before. Oh yeah, no, I know about the light. I'm just talking about the, now I have the purple banners here because I got him from the tournament. It's cool. I like the color. It's this like very sort of royal purple kind of wine colored. I like it. I'm into it. What do I have for Jason? What can I do here? People were pushing for that like 1.5 years ago. Interesting. I never heard much of the discussion around Jason, but yeah, the most recent patch knocked him down to every 3 turns instead of every 4 turns. I have Pirate Prince in this deck for some reason. And I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not sure why I was doing that thing. I don't have a lot of options. I guess like Blackbeard is probably a good generic option. Like very frequently you'll get Blackbeard and just win the game as a result. But I don't have anything that seems like otherwise in line with doing things that are cool. And I don't really have much in terms of the candy payoffs for this idiot either. Pirate Prince and Barrel of Monkeys to feed Mephisto. Ooh, that's cute. Alas, I don't have either of those other things either. But yeah, that is a really neat idea. You got tired of Dragon Candy stuff? I mean, I love treasures, so I am happy to do dragon stuff. I'm always happy to do dragon stuff. But I don't have a lot of the good generic stuff that I would want for this deck anyway. All right, you can come out. We'll get Blackbeard? Maybe not Blackbeard. We'll get the Black Hole. Just as like a generic, I need something here. Pisces I'm happy with. Do I want to do like Mecha Man Mordecon? That's probably all right. This is all like somewhat generic stuff that I would put into any deck anyway. There's the question of like whether I want to bring in Mechanical Dragon because like Mech Dragon Tinker's not bad. Solar Flare and Burninator. Does Solar Flare work with Burninator? When do you discover? Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I don't have You mean Solar Glider? I think that's the card's name. Yeah. So that's 3 mechs every time you discover a treasure. It's not bad. Or 3 dragon teeth, dragon fangs. Claws, fangs, teeth, whatever. It's all the same. All right, yeah, let's do this. I gotta take the laser shark because it has the signature. Oh, plus Gummy Worm is even cuter. All your treasures candy. Yep, I can see it. That seems completely reasonable. This is all garbage though. Great, good first round, solid. Oh, yep, sure. That's a pretty neat set of combos, yeah. Get Aladdin in here. And I want the dragon thing? Kind of do want the dragon thing. Well, I have so many things that I want to attack with. I guess we could do this, and I feel okay about that. Six treasures every time you discover a treasure. They all become candy and sweeten candy 6 times. Yeah, seems pretty strong. Lil Genie. All right, time to cast spells. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Let's go. Or... yeah, look at that signature. That's rad. That's rad as hell. Honestly, that's super rad. Still taking the Ace of Hearts, though, because it gives me a free shot. Sorry, gentle giant. Not today. Like, they're mildly better than Aladdin, but not, like, a lot better than Aladdin. We'll just twinkle. Continue allowing Lil Genie to give me some benefit, hopefully. Do I like any of these? Not especially. Do you like Navi? I think I will take a Navi. This Aladdin is just really never going to pay off, is it? Good enough. Cutlass? Probably Cutlass, and then move the shark up. Although the top is also good. Cutlass here. Gold shark? Pretty good. It's working out all right. I like where this is going. All right. Are we doing pirate things? Or are we doing dragon things? Or are we just taking cards and hoping that it works out? Yeah, I don't need Aladdin to stay on my board in order for me to be able to get the silver payoff. Can I get dragons? I like dragons. Give me some dragons. Yo, just big enough. Now I have Faker. When you sweeten your candy, sweeten it again. This is not a particularly focused on sweetening. Oh, yeah. You know what? Actually, Jason is so much worse now because of all the candy champions. So if you don't have candy elements in your deck, he's actually just heavily nerfed. Even with the buff to 3 turns instead of 4. Bring in Katamari, I guess. Oh. This is the wrong time to bring in Katamari. None of this is particularly appealing. The green beard, though. Just give me some more dragons. Give me some better dragons. Woof. Seems like old Jason was the worst leader in the game. I don't think that's true. I could be wrong. But I felt like I still got decent enough performance with old Jason. I wasn't really tracking my progress the way that you were, Twinge. So I am speaking purely off of the strength of anecdotes rather than any actual data or even like personal data. Just based off feel, vibe. But there's definitely captains that I like less, that I feel like have less impact. But that might not be right. That might not be right. Like him towards the end of the season to try and cheat out the new heroes before they release. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that before too. I feel like I want to kiss the blackjack. I am still getting genie strength, so using spells is good. It's not nothing. I'd be trying to sweeten. Oh, now we're definitely kissing. Hey, yo! All right. I'm on board. Oh no. Immediate death! No! I got an early tinker! How dare you? Alright, that's fair. -1 jewel! Yeah! Give me that 5th place. What a mess. Alright. Checking in, I guess with Devonok back, we have at least 3 here, including me. You didn't track progress in this game, but you really dislike Jason. Fair enough. I like Jason. I like the potential on captains like Jason. I think I even like Jason more than I like Thing in the Ice, although I suspect Thing in the Ice is more powerful because it gives you a more powerful immediate synergy that you can work on. You could be convinced to play. You could not be convinced that Jason is good. I believe that as well. All right, let's get a lobby going. The lobby code is UMGG. All Umgug enjoyers get into the lobby. I'll give people like 30 seconds to get into the lobby here, and then I'll post it onto the Discord, and we'll see if we can fill out. Although, if we can just fill out based on people in chat, then that's also great. Do I need to say additional words in order to convince you to play, Twinge? Do you need further convincing, or am I just waiting for you to actually load up the app? Is that where we're at? Reinstalling. Okay. So that'll take a second. That'll take a hot second. That's fine. Which means once you're in, we'll have room for 1 more. And that we can probably find on the Discord. I bet we can find 1 more on the Discord. What is it? UMGG? Oh, Iron Furs? All right. Excellent. Then I am not posting this to the Discord. Fill up in chat. Fantastic. Let's go. I don't think Geppetto is nearly as powerful as he used to be before the release of the candy stuff and the removal of Mop and the couple of other changes that they made to him. That said, he is still my favorite captain. So I will still play Geppetto at any opportunity. And the Blue Fairy actually works out pretty well. I think if you're looking for, you know, Mop replacements, the Blue Fairy is pretty close. And then I think I have Mech Dragon and Tinkerer combo in here. And then Monkeys and Mephisto as a combo. And then Chip is just incredible. And then the other, just the generic toy stuff. Pretty happy with this deck. Alright, now I just take everything that says toy on it and live my life in peace. Uh-oh. We got a Luna. Luna, Sweet Tooth, the old Dr. Aegon, and twinges on Indiana clones. Yikes, good luck, buddy. I'm not a fan of the clones. I think they have some cool potential to high roll, and they just never work for me. Never, ever. Loki is fascinating. Why would you pick this wolf? Why would you do this? Surely there's better options for you. It says toy, I'm taking it. It says toy, I'm taking it. Oh, that's the good toy. Like, that's actually the toy I want. These two are the toys I want. I think I still want to... So this is interesting, right? I have the choice of where to position them because of the buffs that I'm going to be getting. And I kind of want to maximize my ability to get the treasure off of the ship shape inspector. So I want to spread out the buffs that I get from these by positioning them in a bunch of different places. So I'm putting them in the back row because that's actually the hardest place to get the buffs off of them. And we're going to start with that and then move them to the front row afterwards. And see how well that works for me. I got my tie. I'm okay with that. And now we can shift around. It says toy. I'm taking it. Ooh, no. Actually, I think I might silver something. I think I would rather silver a toy. This is now the same decision, except it's Mecha Man instead of the snowballs. So, no. Wait, why isn't my Mecha Man signed? What happened here? Do I have to go in and, like, update the card on the champion? On the captain? Fascinating. I disapprove. All right, there we go. My board is fully kitted out with the buffs. That's great. Yeah, my shark came signed, right? Presence of Gaia. Presence of Gaia is not a bad choice here either. As much as I love toys, I might love Presence of Gaia more than I love toys. Yeah, the shark was automatic. I don't know why Mecha Man's not automatic. He was automatic in one of the previous ones also. Like, I saw a signed Mecha Man in combat in one of the previous captains. It just didn't show up for this captain. Weird. Weird. I think the toy is more important than the stats. I don't know if that's actually right, but that's kind of the direction I lean. All right, Wolfie. Show me your power. Have you cast some spells on people? Or is, like, everybody gonna have, like, +8 power compared to what I'm expecting them to have? Wow, those are actually some big units. I'm mildly concerned. Six plus 6 plus 6 plus 4. Wow. Scrubval doing work. I did mock you. It's true. That's deserved. Ugh! God, the gold toy right next to Mordecon? What are you doing to me? Mordecon's more important. I want the gold toy, but Mordecon's more important. This stuff doesn't matter in the slightest. None of this is remotely relevant to me. Especially not, like, replacing one of these. Or I could replace Slappy, but I don't know that any of these are things that I want to replace Slappy with. 14 is decent attack. So I can either dunk one of these in order to kind of work towards a rare treasure, or I can take All Hands on Deck. I actually like All Hands on Deck here. I kind of need a little bit more power. And the early unit power, like the face unit power, is harder to get than the summoned unit power. Whoa! What the crap? Noir Shot with the Golden Angelica on turn 5. It's a good thing you didn't get a chance to attack me with it. If you had gotten that Slay, then you'd have been a monster within the next couple of turns. Like, very, very soon. Fairy Dragon here, though. I think it is now the end of time for... Oh, never mind. Trading out Fairy Dragon for the treasure immediately. How do I feel about spells? I think I like the tier better. I think we need some points. We need to be able to hit. What? Twinge still unhurt? On Indiana clones? What initial treasure did you get? You must have gotten something strong. I guess like a cutlass or a shield or spinach maybe would have done it. Like cutlass and a Jack-in-the-Box actually is your first shop would have been pretty good. Uh-oh. Big puppy. Not big enough. Get toised, Luna girl. Twinge was hurt initially, but you drew with him. Yeah, it looks like he... Okay, so he might have lost, like, the first round and then got some draws, got some wins, came back into it. Shattered Shield is wild. Shattered Shield is busted. And then I desperately want epic treasures, so Bronze Goose is great there. Spiked Shield. Spiked Shield is uncommon. That can't be your starter. Mecha Man never died. Nice Aphrodite's tier. Nice Gloves of Thieving. What the hell? You jerk. Oh, you're dead. I guess I shouldn't complain then. Probably shouldn't complain when my opponent is already dead. Oh, wait, we gold something. As much as I want to try and continue focusing on epics, I definitely should be golding something here. Try and test out the candy deck? Ah, okay. I mean, did you get any of the cards that you were looking for in order to see whether or not it would work? Continue to gold the candy? +3/+2. That's pretty good. Very late. Ah, unfortunate. Twinge getting the Angelica Slays. How dare you? Okay, so started with Carving Fork. Into a Spiked Shield? Wow. I wonder where that early Spiked Shield came from. That's pretty strong. We're not kissing. This is not the deck that kisses. Do we dunk Jack-in-the-Box? And try and get Angelica power? I don't feel like this is the right place for it. Angelica is, however, a token epic. Yo, we in there. Game does not know what to do with your 6th place. Really? Are you just, like, stuck? That's weird. Alright, Kuroshot, how big is your Angelica at this point? Probably monstrous. I am concerned. I have concerns. Maybe Chip will save me. Maybe Chip will save me. I think Chip will probably do well here. We're probably going to be okay. Not that big, but you are getting Slays with him. And that is a very big Genie of the Lamp, for the record. Like, just because you have the one thing that's not huge... Wow, I have a lot of stats on this board, and you are still cleaning me up. Concerning. You have the fairies here? Let's go. Let's go, fairy? Is there a way to do this with Chip and the fairy so that the fairy gets double buffed. I don't think so unless I have a 4. I think if Mecha Man were golden and I had a 4-unit board, I could do that. Because Astro is also due for training. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I could see that. The rest of this doesn't matter to me, so we're just dunking an epic. But this is potentially a really strong setup. I think I like summoning an Andy more often than I like summoning a bot pilots. No, that's so rude! My fairy! Just for that, I think I'm going to win this one. Clones copies your treasures before quests complete. Oh, yeah, the ordering of stuff at the end. Yeah, on the final round, that is some rough ordering. I'm actually inclined to take the Cheshire Cat here. Not like to put on my board, but just because I value Toy Box over anything that I could get out of Legendary. That's not true. I value Gingerbread Oven over Toy Box. And I didn't get any of the other treasures to support random epic stuff. Too bad. There's a lot of ways to get, like, piles and piles of epic treasures specifically. Between, like, Hidden Treasure Room and the uncommon printing press thing and whatever else. Like, the stuff combines in ways that means that you have weird ways to get extra epic treasures in ways that you don't for any of the other treasure rarities. But that requires spending some of your other treasure picks to support epic treasure. Oh my god, they're huge? At least Brick Monster's big. Kind of. You're not supposed to kill my fairy! What did I just say? Ugh. So what did you double up on? Spiked Shield, Gold Ring, and Carving Fork. Oh, and then immediately picked up 2 legendary treasures afterwards? That was the Conan, wasn't it? Bummer. Tiamat's Claw, great. Fantastic pull. Why did I get a gold treasure here? Oh, because Brick Monster got summoned. Right, that makes sense. There is a toy and there is an epic. I think I go for the epic. All right, please stop sneaking. Please stop killing my blue fairy before she gets to buff all of the other stuff going on here. If you could find it in your heart to stop killing the blue fairy. You know what actually I should do is... No, I need Chip on the ship to be first. So if I get to attack, then Chip can break himself and then put up a front line before the blue fairy. But I would love to have the blue fairy buffing the Mecha Man. I would love to have the Mecha Man be attacking first, buffed by the blue fairy. That would be great. Goodie bag. Ooh, I should put the Mecha Man here because the Mecha Man actually has a decent chance to summon something that then summons something else. I don't know about 340. 340 is big numbers. Yep. Taking extra damage from Kuro Shot. Okay. What'd I get? Dairy pancakes? That's not what I'm looking for. Barrel of Monkeys, on the other hand. Okay, so I should do this. This is a thing I should do. Do I bring in Barrel of Monkeys over something else here? Probably. Let's try this. That seems okay. It's like I want like back row Barrel of Monkeys, except I have two things that need to be back row already. And then I guess I'd want like Barrel of Monkeys right side. I could still do Barrel of Monkeys right side, actually. We could still just do this. But I want Barrel of Monkeys under chip. It's difficult. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely don't want Barrel of Monkeys preventing my mech spawn. That is for sure. Difficult situations. Get toysed. -1 blue wolf. None of this is what I'm looking for. Goldilocks would be nice, except we're kind of full up on support slots. I just need toys here, so no. Do we want to... Probably. Sure. Can we get some gold here? You lost, but I don't know what to do with that screen. Oh no. Bummer. Alright, Twinge. What you got? Do your worst. I'm now looking at this like giant Papa Bear art, and I definitely never noticed quite how much Papa Bear is drooling. Oh dear. That is a very large Angelica. I am concerned. I was not concerned previously, but suddenly I find myself concerned. Like really heavily concerned. Well, guess I'm not winning this lobby. I'm not gonna beat a 4-digit Angelica. Oh, it's time for Mephisto though. This might do it. This might be my best shot. I have to get rid of the Blue Fairy in order to do this. Because these stats aren't gonna make a difference. I get the poetic justice. I sure do. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yep, rest in peace, Mecha Man. Barrel of Monkeys carry me. This is all garbage. Alright, now I just have to survive enough rounds that Mephisto actually gets big. Oh, yeah, no, I can't have Mephisto eat the monkeys. I was thinking about the Mecha Man summon. You're right. Good point. Good point. Yikes. Oh, jeez. I'm never getting this big anyway. I don't even know what I'm doing here. What do I think is going to happen? Like, honestly. This is such a mess. Attack left. Attack left. You did not attack left. Oh, sweet. Mephisto survived it, though. Yeah, I don't think I am ever beating a 4-digit genie. This is a big character. Alright, well, terrible news, everybody. Suppose we can do this? Monkey's right, Mephisto 4. Ooh, okay, okay. How do I feel about that? Because I still want Chip attacking before Mephisto. So... yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, actually. Alright, didn't make a difference. I am very out of this game. Alright, Twinge and Kuro, battle it out. Let's see how well y'all do. Nice hand of Midas, though. Ideally, Mephisto gets too big to die. Yeah, that wasn't happening in the immediate future. Knowing that Mephisto is going to be crashing into a 4-digit monster, like, I think I did the best I could with the situation I had. I guess, broadly, if I don't know what I'm facing, or if I think I'm facing, like, normal boards as opposed to these high rolly boards, then yeah. But alright, we'll take third. That's how it goes, I guess. All right, I am willing to wait on the next lobby until Twinge and Kuro have finished, or yeah, until Twinge and Washout have finished their match. So that should be probably not too bad. Getting a third place here isn't the worst. But I will host up, and we'll see who joins. So MY9K if you are interested in joining the lobby. And we'll see how full this gets. Ideally, we can fill out with chat again, but I'm willing to wait the minute or so, however long it takes for Nwashot and Twinge to finish their match. Yeah, the genie's scary, right? You come in with like your 4-digit Angelica, and the genie is now up to 5 digits by that point, I think. So, bit of a rough situation. Your Angelica was only huge because of the genie? Oh, you mixo-machoed. Right, that makes sense. Smart. Yeah, I playing in a sync lobby definitely allows for some play patterns that don't otherwise exist. If you're keeping track of what your opponents are doing, then you can expect certain plays and maybe counterplay. That big genie is cool, though. Very cool genie. If it ever lets you end, you'll join the new lobby. Iron Furs was previously in this lobby. Are you rejoining Iron Furs, or are you out at this point? Big Genie on 3 was important enough to make special note of? Yeah, totally fair. I don't think I even saw Mixo Macho. Got obliterated earlier thinking you were going to use Mixo on a 4-digit, but they changed places the next round? No. Oh, that's so disappointing. You had everything figured out, and then they dodged. Go to settings and back to main. Oh, like you still have the gear up here, so you could use that to maneuver, even though it didn't give you the button that you were expecting. I guess I'm not sure what happened. Like, this worked fine for me. I didn't see any problems on my side, but obviously that's because I'm luckier than all of you. He said, having gotten 3rd place in the previous lobby. Didn't even tell you your places? Oh, rude. All right, then I'll hang on until Nwashot joins, and then I'll fire off the message to the lobby. Playing on PC does seem like it's an easier way to handle it. You might just have to close the app entirely and then come back in. Greeted your first Angelica hit with an Over the Rainbow instead of taking a +40/+40 immediately. Okay. Yeah, Big Conan is pretty cool. That's a great way to start, honestly. I respect that. All right, so waiting for Nwashot to close the app, restart, get into the multiplayer lobby, and then we can probably grab one person from the Discord. That doesn't seem like it's going to be too difficult. There we go. All right, message fired off to the Discord. So as soon as somebody joins in, then we'll be ready to go. Oh yeah, you thought you get two because of the clones. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that clones fires off right at the start of the turn instead of giving you the opportunity to finish your quests. Wonder if that's a thing that they are inclined to change, something that they'd be willing to update, or if it's intentional that it's at the end of turn 9 as opposed to on turn 10 at some point. Yo, there we go. Welcome, Poopy-san. You really do get all kinds of people on the internet. But hey, joiners are joiners. Beggars can't be choosers. I mean, I guess they could, but I won't be. It's interesting the way the banners don't show up here to indicate your progress. I guess because you're not unlocking anything in this mode. You just gotta play with what you got. Man, I like all of these captains, honestly. I think I like Candyman the best, though. I love being able to get the early the early buffs for sweetening. The important part is just survival for the first couple of turns. Survive until I have the ability to sweeten my candy. More clones. We got a Sensei for Kuroshot. We got Beanstalk. Beanstalk is another one of my favorites from the new captains. Witches is very solid. That's going to be tough to beat early. And Mira has some really cool lines to build up to. Yeah, all of these are captains that I like, or at least respect. Padded shield. Okay. That's going to make the next shops pretty good. Jack in the Box. Great. I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I'll just take the egg. I think I need the possibility of an early high roll. So turn 2 egg seems pretty good. I'm gonna need something to keep me going if I don't find all my my sweetening spells. Which seems to happen more often than not with these captains. I don't know about more often than not, but like surprisingly often, I'll pick like this captain, or I'll pick like Cup, and then just not see any candy spells until like turn 9 or 10. And it's like, well, what was I even doing here, you know? Jeez, Big Rose. How dare you? See? No candies. Ah, there we go. Okay. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna be alright. Every rose has its thorn. How did the rest of that poem go? From every rose has its thorn. Just like every I think it was from, what am I even thinking of? Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey? Is that what I'm thinking of? That's, yes, Devonok knows exactly what I'm thinking of. Alright, well, Gingerbread Witch can join, briefly. Until they get immediately replaced by something that I like more. That seems much better for me. Let's split those up a little bit better. This is not going to go super well, but maybe I've sweetened enough that I can fight against whatever Grieve has in his back row. Nope. Not at all. Why do you ask? Scar is neat. All right, let's get some front row hunters. Oh, I should have just kissed Scar. Man, that would have been way smarter. What else am I doing here? Not getting the things that I need. I'm not getting the candy payoffs, and I'm not getting the sweetening spells. Like, I got to 2, and I guess that's good enough. But that's like 2 sweetening spells out of, what, 6 shops now? That's not good. That's not good odds. Did you get your shop buffs, Twinge? Am I broken here? Am I out? Wow. Yeah, sure. Let's just send all of my attacks into Phil. What a great idea. Frosting Dragon is here, eh? Okay. I'm listening. Maybe we do this? Buff my Frosting Dragon? Attempt to buff my Frosting Dragon? I sure don't care about buffing the Jack-in-the-Box. The rest of this doesn't do anything. Give me something better. It's not better. Maybe that's better, actually. Because if the Greenbeard buff hits, that has potential. Also, my 0 treasures right now, I am very much not high rolling. I am not even mid rolling. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. It's a good thing I didn't have games like this during my tournament run. Save those for the lobbies. Rude. All right, well, I'll take my half-hearted damage, I guess. Woof. Gumdrop, Greenbeard, or the Blind Mice? I think I need to just start leveling this idiot up, if that's possible. Gingerbread is here. Is that better than Greenbeard? If all I care about is the buffing, then maybe. I care about the hunting, though. Not that it's happening. Alright, buff here. Maybe I can get some candy. This run is falling apart. Yeah, I don't feel very good about my odds either. You and me, Devonok on a 1.5. Grieve on the single heart over there. And Poopy and Twinge both completely uninjured. I have concerned. I have concerns. Certainly doing nowhere near as well as my my Geppetto run. Unfortunate, to be sure. Woof. Whoa. All right, trades. Fine, fine. No additional damage done to me. I'm okay with this. Sour Patch? I don't think that's good enough. I will, however, swap you in to potentially get replaced. Or maybe just leveled up. Nah, let's replace. This is not what I was looking for, but okay. Are you a villain? Is that what's going on here? I see, I see. Alright, well, if people are going to be jerks, then I guess we'll do it this way. Oh, people are going to be big jerks. Holy crap, that is a lot of health on your Achilles. Yeah, alright, well, I guess you deserve that. Yeah, once Sensei starts ramping, I don't know. Like, you just lose a lot there. Who we kissing? Scar's a good kiss. Oh, that could have been the Tin Man, though. This is like the worst gelatin I've ever seen. Alright, time to lose to Twinge's evil twin. Great. Yeah, early Golden Titania is, I think, just bad news generally, but also with Achilles having 1,000,000 health, that's not something I am going to overcome anytime soon. I think my favorite early horror story that I have seen is somebody got an early Spirit of Vengeance and then queued into somebody with Dreamer. So it's like turn 7 or something, and they're on, you know, E6 of stats. Well, I'm out. Me and my 5th place finish, not particularly impressive, TBH. Man, everybody was strong in that lobby. Everybody felt like they were doing really good. I guess except for me and Devinok. I did not feel like I was doing very good. I did not feel like I was doing much. I felt like I had the possibility for an early advantage, and it didn't turn itself into anything particularly impressive. Not enough of the late game candy payoffs. You're not dead yet? Oh, I'm very dead. Congratulations for beating me out then. Wait, who got 6th place? Who did I beat? I didn't think I was going to beat anybody in that lobby. I guess Grieve, you weren't doing particularly well that lobby either, right? Started off good, nothing in the middle, got 1 heart from the Achilles Titania. Yeah. That was your 2nd heart? Wait, so who got 6th then? Or did I tie with someone for 5th? Because, like, Nwashot and Poopy-san and Twinge were... Oh, okay. You took out Poopy on round 9? Like, actual out? Like, dead? You Twinge and Kuro. Okay, alright. Well, I'll start up another lobby. I am definitely down to wait. With only 3 people left in that lobby, that's probably going to end decently quickly, so we'll give it a couple of minutes. And you're about to die. Yeah, that feels like that's going to happen. Twinge and Kuro in the finals again! We know who the powerhouses are here. He had some hope, got an early silver nameless, and then never saw another one. Yeah. The games do like to play with you. All right, I'm going to refill my water, actually, while that other match finishes out. Feel free to join the lobby, and I'll leave this up for a bit, and I'll be back in a hot second. How am I not top billing in my own hosted lobby? Honestly, unbelievable. Oh, that's how you got the Titania as an early nameless? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I feel like that never happens to me. But then again, I don't think I tend to gamble on nameless in that way. Like sometimes, very rarely, I will take nameless as a hunter, like as someone to put into slot 1. But I mostly don't try to golden nameless. Like it's not something that I lean into in terms of like, oh, I need some variance here. What if I try and get nameless? Everybody except you learned a lot from watching my tourney matches. Yeah, I wish I had learned anything from watching my tourney matches. Instead, I have gotten 3rd place and 5th place in these lobbies. I am crashing out. Love tying for last place. That's my favorite. Multiplayer lobbies are like actually stiff competition. It's pretty cool. I wish there was more support for sync play in this game. Gotta lose a whole bunch to lower your MMR before you go back into the second round of the tourney. Fair. Fair. Rarely take nameless. Other options were horrible. You got second. Sure. Man, is that actually like a viable strategy to just lose a bunch, like throw a bunch of games in order to tank your MMR before the tournament run? Yes. Now you need to both tie for 1st place, Twinge and Masha. It's just dumb. It would be pretty dumb. It would be pretty dumb. Yeah, I think they're planning on doing support for more live lobbies like this, like a sync queue in some way, as opposed to just the async queue. But I'm not sure if they're concerned about like splitting the player base, or we're full. This is not a drill. We're full. We're starting. I think there are some concerns about splitting the player base, and I don't know what their numbers are like in order to try and support it. Yo, Luna's here. Let's go. Like the goodest boy. Look at that pup. Is it reasonable, do you think, to attach rocket thrusters to your dog? I feel like maybe that's a little unreasonable. Well, I am here to lose round 1, so let's get that started. Aw, no skip? I was hoping for a skip. Then I maybe wouldn't lose a full heart in common. Nothing to hit in space. Don't want Rose here. I want... maybe this is one of... Oh, no, I want the gingerbread house. Let's go, gingerbread house. That is absolutely what I want here. Slot 2 Wonder Pup Gaming. Rude! I mean, this was always the expected outcome for turn 1 and 2. So, playing from behind, not unexpected. I could do this. I think I just take Navi, though, to fill out my board, so I have a slightly better chance of not getting full-hearted. Is that Dorothy? That is neat Dorothy art. I also think it's neat that having not seen that art before, I could still identify it as Dorothy. So good job there, art team. Really? 2 in a row? Oh, we're still getting full-hearted. Nope, only half-hearted. Yes. Nice. Thank you. This is miserable? Jack actually might be the pick here. Don't want sugar and spice. Want a better spell. Yeah, alright. That'll work. That is, in fact, the better spell I was looking for. Alright. Please don't kill Astro on your first attack, so that the gingerbread house could ever do something with my board. That's really all I want. Is I want to not have my third opponent in a row attack slot, go first and attack slot 2. That is my request for you. Please do not both go first and attack slot 2. All right, we're good. Everything is fine now. Oh, didn't even take damage? Heck yeah. We're gaming for real. Yo, Greenbeard? Is Greenbeard into the pup a reasonable way to do things? I think I am better off with the gingerbread house still. Might go Lion instead of this Navi, though. Turn 5, I feel like, is a little too late to actually still get the treasure off of the Lion, though. Because I think everybody's going to have more power than 12 all the time. Sure. This is in my deck? Really? That's fascinating. This isn't interesting. I guess I just really don't have any other options for my Luna deck. Hey, the thing happened. We did the thing correctly. Big Dreamer. Ah-ya. And then lost a full heart anyway. Fetch is cool, but play KO'd is the play. Wow, this is garbage. This is still garbage. Can I put something better there? I think I'd take the Gumdrop, though. Like, I think leveling up Astro is so much more important than doing the other thing. I also think maybe I can do this here. Now that I have play KO'd on Astro. And then maybe I can get some extra power on Maverick? Maybe? Your board is terrible. That happens. Wow. Everybody is full hearts except for me and Devonok? Oh, Grieve is also at one half a heart. Once again, everybody is powerhouses except for me and Devonok? Really bringing up the rear here, man. We gotta step it up. You got 12 candy by turn 6, but you're not doing anything with it. Yeah, that checks out. That is extremely candy deck. That is always how it goes. Runs have been cursed. Yeah, Astrid's just gonna beat all of us. I guess until Twinge and Kuro both go to the stratosphere. Rude. Oh yeah, play KO'd. Yo, this dog is busted. Take your half heart, Twinge. Eventually gonna bring you down to the realm of us mortals. Choices. None of this does me any good, does it? Over the rainbow, I want this Jack in the Box to not be on my board anymore. I think that is more important to me than anything else. It's true, I am a filthy dog wielder. I can't argue with that. Oh, there we go. Now people are getting injured. Now stuff is happening. Yeah, once the dog gets going, it's pretty good. Ooh, pretty good. Jack Frost maybe not contributing to this pile quite as much as I would like. So maybe hope that the gingerbread house makes a big mice? Or instead, go Pixie. How about go Pixie? See if this is good. I would really still like the gingerbread house in the middle, but I think I want the Pixie buff on the mice more than I want the Pixie buff on the gingerbread house. 24 candy now. Still only 2 candy characters. Yeah, that happens. Ouch. Ouch. Still only 2 candy characters, but you sure have some stats there, my boy. No, no, you cannot have my Pixie. Take my Pixie over my cold, dead hands. Ooh. Okay, actually, between Fetch and Speak, what do we think? Because both of these are things that I am happy to give to the dog. I feel like the ranged is... Yeah, at this point, Fetch isn't a whole lot, so... Maybe if I had more treasure, if there was anything treasury going on. But nothing treasury is going on. Gumdrop the dog? Probably Gumdrop the dog. I don't know. This is difficult, actually. I'll take that. Will I take that? Yeah, I'll take that. We gotta find something else candy, though. Or something better to replace the gingerbread house, because this is not the best. I guess I could go... We could do this, maybe. And feel not terrible about it. Especially with Play KO'd, I feel okay about putting Astro in too. The question is, am I going to survive long enough to actually get value out of this Merlin? All right, let's try this and hope that I survive this round. Fingers crossed. Oh, I'm not surviving this round. This is over. Ladies and gentlemen, I may be surviving this round. Nope. It was close. It was close. Astro got knocked out by that good Mixo Macho, though. It was a good position, obviously good positioning for Mixo Macho, but lucky attacks as well. I think that could have gone either way. 5th place. As expected. Woof. All right, let's see whether or not we fill up with without the people that are still currently in that lobby. Me and Devonok out immediately. And I don't know how many other people are joining in. Actually, I should update my message in the lobby up so people know where my stream is. But well, as long as we're still filling from people that have made it here into chat, then I'm not going to worry too much about trying to fill from the Discord. And I don't know, that 5th place finish, that's pretty miserable. Code was V7MC if you want to spectate. Can I spectate? Is that a thing? How do I spectate? Does that actually work? No, it just takes me to like my finish. I didn't know spectating was a thing. Are you... Is this real? Is this a real feature that they've implemented? Because I haven't seen anything about that. Need to not be playing. Interesting. So if you have the code and you're not in the lobby, then when you join up, it just lets you spectate the lobby? That's super cool. Oh, that's so cool. Huh. Huh. Oh, that's rad. It is weird that joining the lobby again takes me to my 5th place finish page, but I guess it's not unexpected, because if I disconnect, I should be able to join the lobby and rejoin in whatever place I was in, like continue playing in the lobby if I was in the lobby. So it makes sense that it just takes me to my finish page. All right. New code MX6F. Taken out by Astrid. Yeah, this is y'all seem to be doing pretty well there. I think I had a good shot at it, but I ended up a little bit too low by the time I finally got going, and some lucky punches by Grieve. All right, I'll give this another, let's say, minute and a half. And if people finish up the lobby by then great. They can join. And if not, I will post another code to the Discord and continue looking for more people from the internet. Maybe we'll end up with like multiple lobbies going concurrently. Man, whatever my morning caffeinated drink was, it's really messing with my nasal situation. Not a fan. 2nd place? Good job. Good job. Quality completions. Yeah, y'all had some good boards. Y'all still ended up building up to a pretty good place. Too bad Dog Girl couldn't quite make it. Right, that is a full lobby. Let's go. Dog Girl again? Is now the time for additional Dog Girl? Might be. Oh, I don't have my reward banner here either. Interesting. So in the multiplayer lobbies, I don't get to see my rewards like that. Yeah. Oh no, this does show the altered Mecha Man. Very interesting. like Merryweather a lot. I think I like Luna Girl better. Why am I playing with goddamn Maverick and Icewing, though? Do I really not have any better options? Kind of don't. Blue Fairy, maybe. Catatouille, maybe? Well, Catatouille doesn't really get me anywhere. Well, I don't feel like Maverick and Icewing is doing much for me, but I also don't feel like Candy Apple Tree is doing much for me, so... Not a lot of good options here. Candy Apple out for Ace of Hearts, because I definitely can take advantage of that early on. And then I feel like a late Blue Fairy may be better for me than Maverick in the middle. Okay. I also have still never seen Astro in a shop. People assure me that it is possible. But I certainly have never seen it. That is some cool Charlie Potts art. Dead dog. Yep. Standard expected start. I guess get Aladdin in here. Lollipop Fairy. Alright. Better than nothing. Lightning Thief. Lightning Thief is incredible. Lightning Thief also one of my favorites. Candy Pandy. I wish you could still earn, like, cards and stuff in multiplayer. You've never actually picked Astro, but if you co-captain, it's in the shop. Oh, yeah, if you co-captain, that's how it offers it to you, right? It has to give it to you in the shop. Yo, what? I'm not taking the full heart of damage in round 1? Incredible. Jealous Stipsters is tempting. I think the Presence of Gaia is better for me. And now we either Ahab or Cowardly Lion? Or Silvery? No, I need to fill in the extra slot. I need to fill in the slot. It's turn 3. Maybe this will work. This Jealous Stepsisters is sure not working, though. Maybe if I get some sweetener. So what do we think? Do they actually use sugar in the candy, or is it like a non-sugar sweetener? How carcinogenic is this candy? Ah. The hyena, too big. None of this is what I want, so... Oh, Navi is what I want. I take it back. Scrubfall? And Shadow? None of this is sweetener, damn it. It's better for Astro. But the other one would have been better for the Jealous Stepsisters. Radioactive candy for sure. I agree, 100%. Candy is definitely not good for you. I should not be trying to do stepsister things. Wow, I really don't like that sentence at all. Maybe it's still better off like this for now. But like everybody's strength is gonna be way higher. Maybe this way I actually get a quest trigger on the lion. Even then, I feel like probably not. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Devin. Oh, why am I allowed to talk? Yeah, I did the thing exactly the way it was supposed to. And then we still took a heart of damage. It's fine. Hey, candy. Candy's happening. Absolutely get lightning bolted, get out of here. I should have probably taken the fairy godmother. I should have probably taken the fairy godmother. Literally anything over this jealous stepsisters that is never going to trigger. Maybe now the jealous stepsisters can trigger. With 5 health? Probably not. I guess against Candy Pandy it's possible. No, it's still not possible. I'm not even convinced that Cowardly Lion can trigger anymore. Well, I just didn't replace the stepsisters. I was intending to replace the stepsisters this round, and I got the lightning bolt instead. Yeah, I don't think stepsisters is going to be doing anything. I just cast 2 spells because I cast 2 spells, not because it was a reasoned, logical, like, intention to stick to the jealous stepsisters. I don't think she's going to do anything. The lion, I think, still maybe, but the jealous stepsisters never. Even the lion, probably not, unless I get, like, a lot of sweetener on this fairy. I think my odds are not good. Also, the fact that we haven't triggered Astro yet by turn 5 is a little disappointing. Like, it's not going to trigger this round either. Did I see a, the +5/+0 fairy? I think I saw the +5/+0 fairy and kind of drifted over it without realizing that it was a good choice. I know I saw Puck come by. Sounds a lot like your Luna game. It's disappointing, isn't it? I saw Puck come by. I don't think I saw the +5/+0 fairy. If I had seen the +5/+0 fairy, that definitely would have been a better take over the lollipop. I think even still, Puck is maybe a better take over the lollipop, although at this point it's pretty close. One more candy spell, and lollipop fairy is better. No golden characters by turn 5 for Midas as it feels bad? Yeah, for sure. Whoa. Oh my god, everything I have is so small. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, you got Miseria. This is so good. The Sweet Constellation prize is so good. Yeah, alright. Take this lobby. You can have it. This is probably what I want here. Only now that you are understanding the name Jill Sunshine. I think I still don't understand the name Jill Sunshine. Oh, I guess as the opposite for Jack Frost? Sure. Trigger! Still taking damage, but we're living. Oh, the golden ticket actually went off for you. Dang. Yeah, you're doing great here. The goddamn foul lich in the back row. It's such a problem. I don't like any of these. Ugh. Secret map implies that I will live to see turn 12. Cutlass it is. Wow, that's a big jump. Take the sweet wand. That's pretty good. You're heading to the moon? Well, fortunately, I don't have to face you yet. Damn it. There we go. Wait, if I'd had Astro over here, I think I would have triggered this turn. Mistakes. Alright, that's fine. Lollipop Fae. I don't really need to stick to this Lollipop Fae. We should probably find something better than lollipops. But whatever it is that's better than lollipops, I haven't found it yet. Gingerbread is not it, unfortunately. Queen of Hearts is some stats, but it's not enough here. I think I just lean into Astro at this point. Because that's kind of working. Oh, this lion needs to go too. The lion is done. Lion is done. Queen of Hearts isn't much better. But alright. For the silver, maybe that'll lose. Yo, Zarmina. Yeah, you could do the thing. Please, Zarmina, do the thing. Fingers crossed. The 1 health left. So rude. Alright. That now is something real. That could be good. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Cool. Friar Tuck doing good things here. Is it Merlin? Do we bring in Merlin? I guess if I just want to cast spells every turn and upgrade Astro, that's pretty good. Kind of liking what Cheshire Cat's doing, though. Cheshire Cat is good contributions to team. Econ loss problem. I mean, it's definitely not better stats than what I have right now. But I do just want to be playing spells. So if I don't think I am dead yet, Merlin is probably a good pick in order to make my next few turns better. The question is, what do I replace? Is it Cheshire or Mama Bear? Oh, your versus... Yeah. I mean, I guess I have to be aware that other matches exist, but I am definitely much more focused on my own board. I think Cheshire Cat is not contributing in the way I wanted to. So I think we'll do this. And hope that this works out okay. Well, I guess against this board, it's not too much of a struggle to assume that I'll do something worthwhile. Heck yeah. No play KO'd, but otherwise doing okay here. Solid. Get out of here. Give me a spell. It's not exactly the spell I was looking for. I'm really happy with Friar Tuck here. But maybe you could be better? Maybe you could be better. I don't know if that's better. We can turn you into a legendary, though. Interesting. Interesting. All right, sure. Someone beats you, you only get stronger. Oh, did you find a spirit? All right. Well, I only have to beat you 3 times. I don't think I will do that. Ah, didn't even get the hunt. Terrible news. Well, that was miserable. I should have just played spells. Maybe somebody else will beat you for me. Fingers crossed. I still do not particularly like where we're at right now. I think this is not the greatest of positions. Paul Bunyan might save me. Depends on what other people's boards look like, I guess. I want Cook here. But I also want Zarmina supporting Astro. Maybe we'll just do it this way. Didn't get play KO'd this time, which is probably why I'm losing. Oh no, there's tribbles. You steal my Merlin, I steal it right back. Wow. What is going on here? That was a wild back and forth. Sure. Let's golden a random epic. Is that the random epic I want to golden? I think I want to continue running the sweeteners. This is pretty good, though. Is this the random epic I want to golden? Well, that ability actually looks pretty good on golden, Mighty Mouse. Is a random epic treasure better for me than +20/+20 on Astro? I guess like a longhouse is pretty strong. We'll go for it. It's a longhouse. That's pretty strong. I don't have the slot buffs anymore. Otherwise, Reinforced Hull would be a pretty good pick also. What about a random legendary treasure? What if I traded my random epic treasure for a random legendary treasure? Yeah, alright. It's a deal. I believe that I will survive this round. Maybe that belief is in error. Alright, here we go. Twinge is going to kill both me and Astrid this round. That's what's going to happen. We're both going to take full heart of damage. Tie for second place, and Twinge just gets first. Oh, God! Wow, that was a joke, but, like, this is not a joke. At least I'm not going to get full-hearted. I don't realistically think that I am beating a 2k triple. Well, maybe now I'm beating a 2k triple. With Paul Bunyan and Echoing Fae? This gives me decent odds, actually. Now I have to figure out positioning. Yeah, the stats for the rest of the board just do not matter. I would love to also become Candy Pandy, but I think it's not happening. Before double stroke of midnight ruins my plans. True. I'm gonna try this. Yo! We might be in there, actually. I don't like that. I do like that, though. Yeah, the Echoing Fae and Paul Bunyan seems like a decent combination. Kissing into Tribble might have been your downfall. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what you do against Paul Bunyan and Echoing Fae. I guess having one giant thing that is exponentially bigger than the rest of your board is bad against a board with effectively 2 Bunyans. That, I think I agree with. But, like, what are the odds that I get 2 things that match your biggest things specifically? At least the rest of my stats don't matter. Do I want Mockingbird on this board? Do I want Ablade of Armor? Kinda. Not really. Get some more Treasure Hoard on my dog. Oh, because every Merlin hit is a bunch of health for my Echoing Fae too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if everything on your board is even and Bunyan isn't growing to match it, then it's just a matter of how much I can maximize Echoing Fae, which puts you in a better position. But that's like a really, really matchup specific thing, right? If you were against any other board, as long as it's not like a scam board, you'd probably be better off with the Tribble. Although that was super weird. Because I don't think Paul was... Is the timing random? I don't know. I feel like Paul Bunyan sometimes doesn't hit. And I'm not exactly sure why. Like, sometimes Paul Bunyan doesn't... Been noticing a weird glitch where one attack goes through first. So I think that's interesting, because I think that's a visual glitch, Grieve, as opposed to, like, an actual other thing. But I guess in this case, he just didn't grow. So maybe it's not a visual glitch. Maybe it is an actual real glitch. And I needed to make sure both of my idiots were back row for that reason. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, Medusa's a good inclusion on your board, though. I think you did the right thing here. Yeah, he didn't grow to match. That's weird. That's super weird. Not sure if all triggers happen immediately go in place order. Oh, maybe, yeah. Had to have worked the other way last time, otherwise you would have won that matchup too. Well, the other matchup, Paul Bunyan was in a different location. Like, they didn't attack Paul Bunyan first. Oh, I guess it's also possible that Paul Bunyan became bigger after or before Tribble went up. Yeah, that's also weird. I don't know. It does feel like Paul Bunyan frequently doesn't match the boards in some specific ways, maybe because of trigger order. So that's a little weird. Yeah, it might be because of a positioning thing. I guess I don't know. This is worth asking some questions on the Discord, just so I can understand what's happening. It was interesting. All right, well, let's keep this going. Next lobby, let's go. FPWA. And of course, if you are dropping out, let me know, because then I can post to the Discord and bring in some more people. Little disappointed your double sweet energizers plus sweet consolation prizes mostly didn't matter. Yeah, you had a bunch of other bigger things, and getting the Tribble kind of made your board kind of the more important feature on your board for sure. All right, give it another minute for people to join from chat, and then yeah, thank you for the follow. Yeah, give it another minute for people to join from chat, and if we have not filled up, I will post again to the Discord. All right, good night, Rowan. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, so that leaves Nwashot exactly, if she is still joining. I don't know if she said anything earlier. But looks like we have some room for internet joiners, so... Alright, have a good night, Dark Trench. Thanks for dropping by. What are we? FWPA? FPWA? FPWA. All right, posted to the Discord. We'll give it a couple of minutes, see if it fills up. I feel like I should have something to say here. Have some, like, short story or anecdote with which to entertain the stream. Literally anything but just staring at the screen waiting for people to show up. Alas, that's... it's kind of all I have right now. Dead air. I know, right? It's the worst. It's the cardinal sin. Not getting any joiners from the Discord either. So that's concerning. I would have thought that would have worked. I added the role and everything. Come on. Why aren't people just joining up? Why aren't the people that I have summoned from the internet appearing at my whim? Supposed to be doing it live? Whatever it is I'm doing, I am definitely doing it live. Just unclear whether or not anything is happening. What is this? Ah, apparently I have dinner plans. Cool. That's a good thing to find out. Someone is wrong on the internet. Nobody is wrong on the internet. They just haven't shown up when I demanded them to. How dare they? Don't they know I'm streaming here? This is important. Way more important than whatever garbage they're doing. Drop everything and join my live lobby. Please. It doesn't hurt to be polite when you're making demands of people. Maybe that's an unreasonable position. But look, all of these monkeys are going to be disappointed if they don't show up. I can't believe everybody on the internet is disappointing these monkeys. Just terrible people. Terrible people, all of them. Well, I'm not gonna 1v1 you, Devonok. That doesn't seem like a good time. So maybe I'll leave this up for a bit, take a bathroom break, refill water, and see if things have filled up by the time I come back. So I think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna let this sit. Ah, that whole thing was muted, wasn't it? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna... I am so good at ordering of effects. This is why I'm a great Magic player. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and refill my water, and we'll leave this up for a bit. And if it hasn't filled up by the time I come back, then we'll figure something else out. Back in a few. So, guess it's just me and you, buddy. Yes, Once Upon a Galaxy is free to play. You can pay for gems, and gems will let you unlock champions or progress faster than the couple of cards per win that you would get otherwise. But you can absolutely just play the game free to play, and you have access to pretty much all of the game with the exception of the new captains that come out monthly. And those go from money payment to gem payment to free after 2 months. But yeah, otherwise the game is completely free to play. I say completely, as if that's a meaningful word in that context. Would have played today if aforementioned boss hadn't unexpectedly appeared 10 minutes ago, 60 minutes before we closed for the day. Aha, yep, I understand. I understand completely. All right, well, if this isn't happening, then we can figure something else out. And I can do another run or two of... All right, I could do another solo run or two. And then see where people are, if people are. It doesn't hurt to just play another couple of games, so let's just play another couple of games. I actually haven't played with Faker at all. I feel like he should be pretty strong. When you sweeten your candy, sweeten it again. Oh, this isn't the one I thought it was. I thought this was the clown. Haven't played with Blorg at all. Doesn't really seem particularly enticing. Although I guess if your toys are also animals, that's kind of cool. I guess if your toys are also candy, that's kind of cool. What does your deck look like, buddy? Or Fae? Sure, if your toys are also Fae, that's kind of cool. What if your toys are everything? Mirror Mage, get out of here. What else can I do here? I can make my toys pirates. That's not unreasonable. Yeah, it seems like the kind of thing that is not as exciting as I want it to be more often than not. None of the other really good supports here are doing much. When did Pisces become +3/+3? Of all the cards that they needed to buff, they decided that Pisces was a card they needed to buff? Like, Fae don't have enough support already? That's fascinating. And then Snapping Hydra is just, like, generally good. If I think something in here is not generally good. Like, I don't think Beanie Baby is really what I want here. I don't think I am going to golden a Beanie Baby in this deck. I don't think that's happening. I think Pisces was +3/+3 when you were actually playing this in, like, December. I remember Pisces being +2/+2. I don't remember the last time I actually looked at the text on Pisces. So, like, it could have been a not that recent change. But I definitely remember Pisces being +2/+2. Alright, let's fire this one off. Let's see if this can do anything. This has possibilities. So the way it works is whenever you recruit a character, your toys gain that character's types, but it's not your toys everywhere, right? It's just the toys that you already have on the board. So, like, recruiting this Peachy Queen doesn't make all my toys forever Fae and Hero. It means that if I had toys on the board, they would become Faes and Heroes. Okay. Well, let's get some Fae buffs. That's fine. And maybe some treasure. Treasure also fine. Supposed to attack the daughter of Athena. It didn't work. I guess I didn't say anything, so that's on me. All right, so now we have a toy on the board. And if this toy was, for example, also an animal pirate hero, what does that do for me? Not a whole lot immediately. But eventually, maybe. Alright, what if my toy was everything? Including candy. Ah, that's the trick. I need to start getting candy on this captain. Candy seems like the big trick. Lucky? I like carving fork, I think. Do I like Gentle Giant? Probably. And then my wind-up toy could be a giant, in addition to being all types. Now my wind-up toy is an Animal Fae giant pirate toy hero, all types. I think what the third most relevant tribe is for these types of effects, 1 and 2 are clearly candy and Fae. I would say Animal is probably next for all of the animal slot buffers. And then after that is Pirate. Pirate also has a fair amount of across-the-board buffs or treasures that refer to that type. And then behind that is Mage. Mage also has things that refer to other mages. There's another toy. All right. We're making it happen. Whatever it is, we're making it happen. Dragons don't have anything that refer to dragons. Dragons are all inherently treasure hoard, but there's nothing that cares about dragons in a way that is helpful. Oh, this is helpful. Yo, Elven tools. Heck yeah. And there's the Mimic. That's what I was looking for. I guess I could do it with the Katamari to make both of these full types. But I like Mimic. Yeah, I think it is just Tiamat. Tiamat is the only thing that I can think of. I forgot about Tiamat, I'll be honest with you, but I think Tiamat is the only one. No, the one left over. Bringing in Raggedy Ann? Could. Not really enthused about any of this. Silver Medusa, I am a little enthused about, actually. Yo, there's the Hydra. Alright, Hydra, get in there. Hydra's good. Hydra's good some of the time. No. Terrible news. Okay, so now Pisces will buff the bonus on Mecha Man. Doesn't do anything for the goodie bag, though. But now this is a bigger hunt bonus. Also, they're getting bonuses for animals now. That's cool. Yeah. It's in the treasure, I think, more than anything else. Is like, which treasures do you get that refer to types? As opposed to stuff that's on the board. The stuff that's on the board, I think, matters a lot less. Good job, Medusa. Nice. Good Kraken. Good Kraken. How did we get a Kraken? Oh, we got it on Mockingbird. Yeah, that checks out. Looking Glass? Probably not. I think I'm happy with what I've got going on here. Just need to actually attack with the Snapping Hydra. Rude. Oh, Pirate Prince. Heck yeah. All right. Sorry, Medusa. You're done. Thank you for your time. So now the Pirate Prince will give Treasure Hoard to my toys on the board, which is pretty good. And these are now dragons for Tiamat's Claw. Okay. Ah, second dragon thing. Okay. Dragon's still, like, I think the bottom of the barrel for things that care, but things do care. There do exist things that care. None of this is better than Oberon or Pirate Prince. And I'm not replacing my Mecha Man or my goodie bag at this point. Yeah, I don't think Mousetrap comes in for anything on the board, and I think Busted Bot and Scarecrow are behind Mousetrap. Oh, that's gonna be a big spirit. Oh no. Ooh, Poison Apple? What a find. Alright, this is gonna hurt. But now we're gonna be winning after that. Poison Apple is great. Let's see what else I can get out of here. Chip on the ship? Should we chip? Is that better for me than Oberon? Yeah, probably. I actually like all of these options. I guess Magic Acorn doesn't do anything for me with the Oberon gone. So it's between Lucky Chest and Treasure Finding. There's not that many more quests. I should just take Lucky Chest. Oh, I'm gonna get so many treasures out of Tiamat's Claw now. That's great. Heck yeah. Eureka's a hit now. That's cool. The Power of Mage. Mama Bear, okay, but not better than the things that I have on board. So we'll just meet in a tavern. And continue to dunk for treasures, I guess. Big Spirit of Vengeance. Oh no. Get Poison Apple, the idiot. Oh, it's so satisfying. Got him. It's a good first place. Solid job. Some Lady of the Lake. Excellent. I do like Lady of the Lake a lot. I like Lady of the Lake and Harpolia, maybe more than I ought to. And then my opponent's entire board is now in my deck. Great. What's my gem count? How am I actually doing here? Legendary. 5 jewels. I guess I only just made legendary. Do I think I'm going to get 100 jewels before the end of the month? I'm not. I'll have to put some effort into that. I don't think that's happening. That will take a lot of effort. All right, let's do another one. One more run. I like Loxley. I don't know that Loxley is good, but I like Loxley because I love Gloves of Thieving. I suspect Loxley is not good because you can golden things and it doesn't help, which is a bit of a bummer. But apparently we're running pirates or something in his deck. I don't know why. Because Pirate Prince is good, I suppose. Laser Shark! Signature is so cool. Yeah, Laser Shark. I guess Shark Me. Worthless. Hit here. Damn it. Damn it. Everything went wrong there. Okay. Pirates fit thematically. Okay, fill their deck with pirates. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Sure. Okay. Thorn is big. Big Thorn. Well, Loxley looks a lot worse when my opponents don't have treasures. Why can't my opponents just have some treasures for me to take? I would really appreciate it if my opponents had some treasures for me to take. Hey, look, some treasures for me to take. Thank you. Pirate? Pirate is a pirate. Is that good? Unclear. I'm gonna go with probably. No! His Smee was bigger than my Smee! Rude. The very big pirate. Blind Mice? Silvery Moon? Silvery Moon doesn't do anything. There's no point in golding things. Ah, there's a point in golding some things. I guess like a gold Mecha Man still drops an extra toy. So that's like, that's not nothing. It's not a lot, but it's not nothing. This is probably better for me. Ooh, this is definitely better for me. Okay. Alright, that can be a plan. Yeah. We got enough power on these idiots. We can send Smee packing. Nice. And the quest completion, which is cool. Next treasure you discover is 2 rarities higher. I'm not discovering a whole lot of treasures on this captain, actually. Maybe luckier chest, not where I'm at. I'm not putting you on the board because I want pirates, but I will take the common treasure for free. Interesting. Same deal. I'll just take the free common. And the potential, not treasure, but potential golden for free shop later down the road. Ouch. Sparkles. What is this Fae shop? Is this helpful? Not immediately. You could be better. That's not a lot better. Nice find. Good haul. It might be time for blackjack, actually. Treasure Hoard 1 is not nothing. Not sure about this Cheshire Cat business, though. Well, that is one way to resolve this Cheshire Cat business. Do I want a Papa Bear over a Katamari? I'll take Scar, though. Now my villains are going to be chunky. Oh, now he has a Gloves of Thieving too. Wow, goat. None of this particularly, none of this feels too appealing. Conan? Conan, would you like to be on my board? Replace the Pyrat? My Pyrats aren't going to be doing much. This Blackjack's not doing much. I don't think any of this is doing much. Give me a better shop. Give me a shop that does more. Okay, this is a shop that does more, actually. Agreed. It's a deal. I'll take it. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess something is happening here. And all this does is wipes the board, right? Like, I guess it gives me the common treasure because it's a dragon. It's not bad either. But it does give me a free shop. Just like taking a silver gives me a free shop. So golding something is essentially the same as silvering something, unless it's on my board. How do I feel about Ship Shape Inspector? This board is not Ship Shape. Is how I feel about Ship Shape Inspector. I could take a Jabberwock. Keep Scar out and try and pump my villains a little bit more. I think just getting something onto the board is probably better. I haven't decided whether or not Blackbeard's Parrot is doing anything relevant to me. I think it's not. I think we want to do that. Ooh, that's pretty saucy. That is a nice find. Taking all these free treasures, that's pretty good. That could have just been the spell, though. And this is all nothing. Guess I do have Masterwork Scrolls. Okay. Now it's just the back two slots. More secret maps. Keep them coming. Sir Francis. Tempting. I don't know that I'm willing to lose the stats. I think we can get rid of Scar. I think Scar is not doing anything anymore. We can get rid of Scar. Swap him out here. Hello? Oh, Dwarven Cart triggered again. Leftover pieces. I don't really have toys. Rusty Blades is good. Heartseeker Bow is maybe better. I guess the benefit of Rusty Blades is it becomes 2 treasures when I lose. So if you like having more than 1 treasures, then it's good. I think I like having Wormscale Tinkerer, though. Sorry, Bahamut. Even though your stats, Wormscale Tinkerer is Wormscale Tinkerer. Jeez, we're bored. Get silvered, I guess? Should I be concerned? It's probably worth it. Nothing else on the board matters. Ooh. Solid. Okay, so this is it. This is just me and Ahriman, huh? At this point, I will definitely take the Bottled Starlight, because even though World Shrub, I think, is potentially more powerful, Bottled Starlight gives me extra bonus rewards. And the bonus rewards definitely matter here. What if all my spells counted for Treasure Hoard? That would be great. Am I kissing someone? I want to kiss Conan at this point. Get kissed, idiot. Mages? Tiger's Paw? These are like minor things, but Wormscale Tinkerer is here. Wormscale Tinkerer is here and continues to be here. Also, none of these things are mages. None of this matters. The Ghost Armor is pretty cool, but none of the rest of this matters. Nice. And that's that. A quality first place finish. All right. Do we has anybody joined up? Do we feel like we have, you know, people who are interested in doing another live lobby? If we started up some multiplayer again, I'm going to get some interest. If not, I might just call it. I am somewhat tired. And I guess I could just keep playing solo for a little bit. That's also not too bad. Still here? Great. I believe in you, Devonok. Thank you for your constant presence. Oh, we've got another one. Okay, hello, Neptune Boy. How's it going? With 3 here. Is that enough to get a lobby started? Would I be happy running a 3-person lobby? I think I want 4 people to hit start. 2 bots is like, okay. 3 bots is kind of egregious. I guess I could start up a lobby and put another code in the Discord and see if anybody's interested in joining. All right, we'll try it out. It didn't work out last time, but we'll try it out again. VV3P. If you are interested in joining, here is a lobby code. Feel like I have spammed the roll enough times that I'm not going to hit the roll button again. But I will put the code in the Discord. So if people want to join from the Discord, they have the ability to do so. Neptune Boy, are you Poopy-san? Because I saw that name earlier, and I didn't see anybody in chat that, that matched up with it. Finishing a run? Fair enough. I'll give you a little bit of time. I don't think we are going to fill off of the Discord before you get a chance to join in. I do hope we find a few more people, though. It would be great if we could fill up another lobby. Ah, okay. Okay. Excellent. It's always good to put a name to the name, you know? Yep, absolutely. Come join up, Scar RFS. We're taking all comers. Everybody is welcome. I don't have like a big enough regular community to just keep it limited. So yeah, if you want in, you're welcome. That's why we're posting the codes to the Discord. We are waiting for Devonok to finish up a run and join in. And then once we have 4, I think I'm okay with launching 4 and 2 bots is good enough in my eyes to make it worth it to do some multiplayer. How'd the tourney runs go? They went well. My first run, I had 3 runs available. My first run, I got 1st place in round 1 and then 5th place in round 2, which is like exactly the opposite of what needs to happen there. So that failed out. But then my second run, I got firsts the whole way. Like every single lobby, I got first place. So I'm qualified for day 2, didn't even need the third run, and things went really well. Thank you. Yeah, I was pretty happy with those results. Better than I expected, honestly. I didn't think it was gonna go as well as it did. So the fact that it went that well is great. I'm really happy with that. All right, I'll give it another, let's say, minute, and see if anybody else wants to follow up on the ping and join in. But I'm not gonna make y'all wait too long. So keeping an eye on the timer. Once a minute's up, we'll get going. And then if people want to join in, they can either spectate or wait till the next one. Because I'm still going for a while yet. Got a good hour in stream time left over, so we can do some more of these. There's definitely room for a little bit of time here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting any more from the Discord. All right, cool. This is good enough. I'll launch this one, and we'll post another code once we're ready to do another run. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Oh, so these are interesting. I actually like all 3 of these champs, all 3 of these captains. I've gotten some success with Old MacDonald, although I don't think I really often get to do the thing that he says. I just end up playing with animals, and animals is like not that bad a strategy anyway. I feel like Trash Panda has more potential to high roll, which is weird because Old MacDonald has like easy access to secret rares, relatively. Secret rare treasures anyway. And of course, Sir Galahad just lets you build a strategy from turn 1, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna do Old MacDonald. I think I like the potential there more, even if it's not necessarily gonna come together. You had a totally crushing game as MacDonald where you triggered his ability once. Yeah, that feels very real. That feels like a typical MacDonald game. I feel like Old MacDonald does not deliver more often than not. He is, however, 827 years old, so he's got that going for him. Oh, I found an animal. It's over for you idiots. Oh, I found multiple animals? Let's do this, I think. Dang. Lucky. Oh, Charon. What's up, Charon? Okay, this isn't an animal, but it is worth it with the slot buff. Who do we have? Charon, the Candyman, Dungeon Master, and King Arthur. Sorceress Serena. That's cool. I haven't played with her much. First time you cast a spell directly on a character, each turn cast it again. That seems like it'd be really powerful with candy stuff. It feels like it has a lot of potential. And Candyman is all over the place. Like, more often than not, it feels like you just don't get enough sweet to really support whatever it is he's doing. Or, like, you get enough sweet to survive the first couple of turns, but then not enough payoffs. Like, it really feels like it just doesn't line up as well. Apparently, I am playing Candy in my Old MacDonald deck. Why would I do that? I wonder. You're on the starter deck? Yeah, it's a bummer. The starter deck is really not that great. A lot of it is going to be dependent on what you put in. Like, if you're trying to do candy things, a lot of the power is going to come from the deck that you bring with you. So it's really... You got to be careful with some of those. Do I want to start sweetening things? I mean, probably eventually. But for now, let's just take some aminals. Maybe take some aminals. And none of this is animals, nor is this anything I want. That's cool. I love that. I just want to replace the scrub fowl, but we can give some teeth to Hungry Hyena. Probably should have given it to the monkeys, to be honest. Don't attack the giant! What are you doing? My animals are idiots. Why are my animals so dumb? Alright, baby bear is here. And now we are fully animaled out. Hopefully I can beat a bot. Fingers crossed. That's true. A lot of it is going to depend on the starter deck. Like, some captains come with starter decks that are pretty close already. And some captains come with just absolute nonsense in their starter deck. Second place tank, man. How dare you? Losing to bots. This is real gaming. I have Zarmina here. For reasons. Is that a good choice? I feel like Mama Bear's better for me. I do like Katamari, though. The problem with all of the... There's a lot of things that you don't actually need starter deck support for. But then there's like stuff like the candy. You really do need starter deck support, or else you're not doing anything relevant. Well, -1 bot. We got one bot that killed me. And then one bot that just suicided. King Arthur didn't want to live in this world anymore. Zarmina's back. Maybe Anne Bunny is better? Anne Bunny is pretty good. Anne Bunny is better. I guess I still want to take every animal I see because they're going to be a good source of treasure if I can make that happen. Yeah, Blackbeard and Candy stuff are definitely the big deals. I would say Wormscale Tinkerer is also like one of the biggest things that you can get that just high rolls you out of a otherwise mediocre position. Works better in some decks than others for sure. Do I take Zarmina on this board? This Katamari is kind of not doing anything. Heck yeah. Nice. Alright. That worked out okay. When you do customize a deck, it's always go all in on Tinkerer. I do love Tinkerer. Tinkerer's real good. Candy Kiss is interesting because I am once again not really going in on Sweetener at all. And I don't want to turn something into a non-animal here. So it's like, what am I actually doing there? We'll do this, though. That's pretty good. Hey! A rare! Heck yeah. I don't like any of those. Elixir of Giant Strength is okay sometimes. Let's try that instead. Because Anne Bunny doesn't need Zarmina's support. Big Jack in the Box. Not big enough. Whoa, whoa, okay. The chain? The chain, I think. And now the more, oh God, yes. All right, we're in there. This is great. Something is actually happening here. Big monsters. Okay, that feels pretty good. Chain of Camaraderie hit. damn. Is this intentionally misspelled, do you think? It's a large mouse. It's a decently sized mouse. It's a mouse of... I would even say a mouse of unusual size. Or an MOUS. That spells mouse. I'm still stuck on camaraderie. Camaraderie. No! How dare you? How sweet are you, though? How much sweetener do you... This is a giant Boon Willow. What the heck? 12? Alright. You're doing it. You're really making it happen. Yeah, alright. This is why I have sweetener. Is Chef Katir's and Twilight Sprinkles. Because these are animals. That's not great, though. Find other animals. Oh, he should have made it to my board. What was I doing? Trash can. Still doesn't really do a whole lot here, but it's probably better than Advent Calendar. Oh, no, it's not. When am I getting common treasures? Never. All right, well, now I can start doing sweetener things, I guess. $27.27 buff on the Willow. That's pretty strong. That is valid. All right, well, I knocked out the second bot. You're welcome. Oh, here we go. Now we're making things happening. Oh, I love all of this. Let's... Rat King over the Ninja, I think? Because Jaws still isn't going to do a whole lot here. Too busy spelling camaraderie wrong to make the correct treasure choices. Is that actually how it's spelled? Isn't it C-O-M? Like comrade? Am I wrong? Do I not know how English works? Hang on, I'm Googling this. Oh, that is how it's actually spelled. Wild. Why? Wait, why? Because camarad is an actual word from Latin meaning roommate. What? So it has nothing to do with comrade. Except unless that is part of the same root? Comradery doesn't work, though. I don't think that's a real word. Could be a false friend, sure. Alright, anyway, let's find some more animals. My animals are huge. I love this. It's a French loanword? You're a French loanword. Mr. Fox? Maybe the Chubby Cheap. Although that's not going to do a whole lot. You have a hidden treasure room and we'll also never see another common treasure. Yeah, that checks out. Maybe Mr. Fox gets me a common treasure for a trash can. That could be good. Or maybe he just dies instantly. That's also good. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Good trades. Good trades. From French. Google says from French, which is originally from Latin. GG. Yeah, we barely finished the trades. Oh my god. Okay, so World Shrub is nuts here? World Shrub is like actual bonkers? Because then everything lines up for the chain? I still need to get some of these like bigger numbers though. These numbers are tiny. What if things were bigger numbers? What if everything was bigger numbers? Not everything is bigger numbers here. I want everything to be bigger numbers. Do better. Oh, I need that Boon Willow to not be alive. Oops. Didn't quite make it. Oh, you have a bunch of summoners in the front, too. That's trouble. I took this on instinct, and it was definitely not the right pick. Sword good. This has some potential. No, that's the wrong one! You gotta kill the Boon Willow! Alright, that's fine. Everything's okay now. Maybe. Nope. Nothing is okay. Still too many summoners. GG. Yep. Good game. I tried. You finished 4th after going against SRFS's clone, and then SRFS back-to-back. Yeah, I mean, he did get the eventual 1st place, so, you know. There you go. That's how that goes. All right, we're going again. Everybody into the pool. 6 PQC. Game is stuck on the end screen. Yeah, that's been happening to a lot of people. I'm not sure if it's some bug with the latest version or something like that. If you go into the settings, you can usually use the settings menu to go back to home and then come back to the lobby, or you might just have to close the app out and then reload it. Not sure this is accurate, but just because it's etymology madness. 1789, the French socialists dismissed Monsieur in favor of citoyen and later Kamerad. 100-odd years later, we have Kamerad in German, Kamerada in Spanish, etc. Russians have a revolution of their own and copy the French. The Spanish decide to settle for compañero. Okay. Hitler promotes Kamerad too much, and now is Genosse in German. And English comrade is not from Russian at all, and is from French. That's weird. That's real weird. Why? Why is... I don't get it. Oh, I mean, I know English just mugs other languages in back alley for prepositions or whatever. It's not like we're doing anything of our own. That's fine. I just hate that things that you expect don't work because they're from the wrong place. Alright, somebody in the Discord expressed interest, but has not shown up yet. So I'll leave this sitting for another, like, minute and a half. Maybe they'll join in. Not even sure it's mugs. English is pretty happy to give as well as receive. I guess so, yeah. It's more like a word white elephant party. It's true, a lot of people do take loanwords from English. Especially, like, Asian languages. Like, of all the languages to become sort of the de facto, like, trade language or global language, English is definitely the worst one of them all. Just because English is such a mess of its own. Should have been Esperanto or something. Not German, though. German's too angry. Can't say anything in German without sounding like a berserker. Lingua franca. Yeah. Absolutely. That's not a phrase that's, like, really in my mind. But, Oh, I found one more. Alright, I'm gonna give another, like, 45 seconds. Because if we fill up, that'd be great. But otherwise, I am happy to launch otherwise. 5 is fine. Because you've seen that juxtaposition before? Sure. Yeah, it's... And of course it's a set phrase in English that is taken wholesale from another language. Exactly within this context. It's perfect. It's perfect. Alright, we're just gonna fire this one off. Rocket for you. Rocket for you. Let's get going. Choices. I have a decent deck for the collector, but I don't know that the collector is really my preferred angle here. I think my deck for Dorothy is pretty bad, but I do like her as a captain. I need to get Rollo on Dorothy. That would be great. Worry about that later. Interesting to see what little random words become cool. Yeah, Japanese borrows a lot of English loanwords. Like a surprising number of English loanwords. And in some cases uses them almost interchangeably with similar words in Japanese. Of course, Japanese is, you know, the language that is known for having an alphabet specifically for loan words that is separate from the alphabet that you use to write words in Japanese. So, like, that's a neat feature. Man, I'm surprised I haven't finished this yet. Still missing one. It's a syllabary and not an alphabet? What is the difference? I've never actually run into that as, like... I don't think I've seen that word before. I have a surprisingly low number of quests in this deck for a deck that is trying to run Guinevere. Well, whatever. I think it's just more specific. Okay, I'll believe that. Huh, I haven't seen this art before for Candy Bandy. That's cool. Dragon Mother's great. Beanstalk. We have our token bot is King Arthur. Why is the bot always Arthur? I feel like the bot is always Arthur or CEO. It was in the Candelar pre-order. Yeah, okay. I didn't pick that up. I spent money on other things. This is fine. This is also fine. Tempted to pick up the Jealous Stepsisters, but... Ah, you know what? Sure. You're supposed to hit the Stepsisters. Don't hit the Stepsisters. Ah! Wrong order. Wrong order for everything. Taking some damage. Jill supports Stepsisters better than the thing for Athena. Maybe we do that. Oh, this is good. Yes, N is only sort of a syllable. Yo, wow. Whoa, dude. Why did you take a full heart of damage already? What happened to you? I guess we'll take those. And then we'll take this, and I still don't care about Elven Tools? I still don't care about Elven Tools. Sure and sure. I like my odds of surviving that long. I think we're gonna be okay. 6/6. We want something bigger than this puck. Arthur had a nut start. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Arthur does that sometimes. I guess I have now expanded past the Arthur, so that's cool. I got revenge for you. Everything's gonna be alright. Mordecon? Can I get this quest completed? I'm not actually convinced. I'll keep trying. Zarmina. My idiots aren't big enough. I'll try it out. I don't think this is going to go well for me, though. I probably would have been better off doing something besides picking Zarmina here. And now I have this, like, back row Katamari. What am I even doing with my life? Maybe you'll try this. Alright. Here's the shield. Here's the shield. There's no way this Katamari is hunting, though. Like, it's just never happening. Oh, I see. Well, I'll just run into Stinky, huh? That's the plan? So literally nothing is ever hunting? Great. Thank you. Do better, please. Could bring in the Achilles. I like Achilles. I think Achilles is no good in a sync lobby. I think that is a poor choice. Alright, maybe you'll do better than this Katamari. None of this is good. That's okay. I think the Dreamer I can rely on to hunt. I think that'll be alright. Katamari is one of those cards you don't think you make the best use of. I really like Katamari. Katamari is really powerful in a couple of different situations. Especially if you have, like, Fae buffs going or Candy buffs going, since Katamari is both Fae and Candy. But otherwise, Katamari is kind of like a role filler unless you support it specifically. Which, like, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need to have an animal on your board, or sometimes you're just really looking for a pirate on your board or something like that. But I think a lot of the time, Katamari is, like, not actually... Jeez, getting demolished. Wow. Wow, Neptune. What did you do here? I think I want the treasure. Dragon League a little bit bigger. Elven Tools actually... Oh, no. We should probably take the top, because that is going to be better for me in the long run. I would still like to get something going on here. Yes. Okay, great. So let's swap some things around. You go there. And this is going to take forever to ever actually trigger Mordecon, but at least it has a chance of doing it now. Fingers crossed. Tend to keep Katamari on board a while too long. It's one of those things that, like, it's really aspirational. You could be like, oh, well, this could be so much better. Oh my god, what is happening here? Whatever it is, it's not great. Wait, didn't I take the... Oh, I didn't take the Elven thing. Yikes. Yikes. Yo, everything's big. What the heck? Who let you do that? Oh, you just have a bunch of heroes. I see what's going on here. I'm not in favor. 42. Yeah, it's not a lot of progress. Very little progress. Tempted to take Huff and Puff. Has a chance of hitting. Not against SRF, though. Or SRFS. And I don't know who else I'm going to be facing. Take the nameless one, who is also never going to hunt successfully? I have a feeling that picking up this Mordecon has not gone well for me, and maybe that is the mistake that I have made, is trying to make Mordecon go off. Grab nameless one, see if that does anything. Yeah, it's not where I want to be. You're sorry? I'm sorry too. Ah, cool, you're doing it. No, this is acceptable. This is completely okay. It's not like you're triple digits. Like, yeah, you're gonna slaughter me, but it's not like you put me into the ground. Like, you just beat me normally, you know? This is a normal board to have at this point. I'm just not doing anything relevant. Oh, I got big brass cannonballs just in time to die! I feel well supported here. Well, that went well. Good round, good round. We're gonna get another one. QXFH. Since I was 4th, that means there's probably 3 people still in the lobby. So we can give them a little bit of time to do their thing. But, this lobby will be here and ready and waiting. And I suppose I can immediately put that one in the Discord also? Yo, other people are posting lobbies? Wow, I've never had to compete with anybody for lobbies before. How dare they? You join my lobby instead, buddy. What are you doing? Stupid ninja. All right, code's posted in the Discord. Give it another couple of minutes. Willing to go with 4. Hopefully we get more, though. I don't want to spam people with the roll too badly, though, so I'm just posting. I'm not pinging the roll anymore. I feel like with the earlier pings, people know that the things are going on. So that's enough. I feel like if there's too many pings on the roll, then people are gonna opt out of the roll. But yeah, let it sit for like another minute, and then if we don't get more, then we'll launch with 4, and that's fine. That is a-okay. 2 bots is alright. Just like Saturday night. Saturday night is also alright. For fighting? Is that what Saturday night is alright for? I feel like it's for fighting. Devinock confirms for me. Okay, good. I am backed up by Devinock's encyclopedic knowledge of song memes. Then I feel confident that I'm correct. All right, nobody else came. That's fine. We'll launch. We'll go. People can always join in on the next one. So Animal's finally playable again after getting nerfed into oblivion. I feel like I haven't played her much since she changed, though. I'm down to do it, though. Animals being Fae is good enough. That's really the one I care the most about. Princess Animost. Accurate. Animeni, maybe. I don't think I connected that was the source of her name. That animals were all types. What did they take off her that's relevant? Pirate, I think. Oh no, they are pirates. There were a couple of situations where, like, dragon was relevant. I don't think toy was ever really relevant, but dragon was relevant sometimes. But them not being candy is definitely an important part of it. Even Stevens. All right. Good trades, good trades. Take puck here, I think. Definitely taking Dastardly Spirit. You took Dragon Dice on Animal the other day? Yep. Exactly, exactly. And it's like, oh, this should work. And then it didn't. Wow, Dragon keeps being more relevant than I expect. All right, Indiana Clones is free, guys. Knock 'em dead. There's the Hyena. And there's the Lich. Heck yeah. Was she my favorite in prior to Candelar? I think she might have been. No, Geppetto was my favorite prior to Candelar. Geppetto is still my favorite, to be honest. But Animal was real close. I would say after Geppetto, I think legitimately Harpolia is like next favorite for me, which is like fascinating considering that she was my preview captain. Yeah, he's a lot worse now than he used to be, for sure. We need the baby bear, absolutely. Get in there. please, baby. The rest of this stuff doesn't matter nearly as much. Treasures are good, though. Oh, Saren is also a bot? Okay, that's great. Big Dragonling. That's neat. Let's get some more stats on this board. I am a stats enjoyer. Not getting anything to support the actual, like, bonus abilities yet. I guess Despicable Smede kind of works for pirates. Fairly convinced that Foul Lich is a trap? I don't think so. I think Foul Lich is good early, but you have to know when to abandon. Like, Foul Lich on turns 3 and 4 is usually the biggest thing on the board. But you have to be doing some specific things in order to keep Foul Lich around for much longer than that. Like, Foul Lich is not a strategy. Foul Lich is a stopgap. I think I want Blackjack more than I want animals. No, one short. Ah. None of this is what I'm looking for. Treasure finding? We're not doing quests. I'll take the top. Still none of this? Give me the thing I want. That's not exactly it. That's maybe okay, though? I think, honestly, not better than keeping what I have on the board. So I guess I just use up my last Sailor Spinach charge on nothing. Spreading the Hamstar extra buffs around. Not that I am sure that is necessarily a thing I want to do, but I think it is a thing I want to do. I think I want more stats all over the place rather than consolidating in one place. Wow, rude. I needed that guy. Nope. None of this is at all what I am looking for. This, on the other hand, is pretty close to something I am looking for. And probably better for me than the Blackjack, all things considered. Now move you up to make sure that all of the animals get killed before Foul Lich gets attacked. And we're in an okay place, maybe. Ooh. Yeah, Devinock's got some big numbers here. I'd say serves you right, except this is just your clone, so you're not even going to feel it. Alright. Fireflies, do your worst. Aw, now I have to fight you for real. I'm sure you've improved, though, so I think this is going to not go very well for me. I've also improved slightly, actually. Getting another couple of Fireflies hits was not bad. No Pisces, though. Need to find me some Pisces. I'm gonna get these buffs much bigger. Yeah, I didn't find any of, like, Pisces or the Toupan clones or, like, a rare treasure would have been nice. No, nothing. This has been just the most mediocre Animal game I've ever had. Oh, God, you did get bigger. How dare you? That's a lot bigger. Jesus, what a mess. That's a full heart of damage. Wow, my characters did not go the direction they were supposed to. In general, you're bad at pivoting. That is fair. It's not. It's probably one of the harder skills is figuring out when you need to start going a different direction from what you have on board. Heck yeah. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be bad for me. Yup. It's huge. Problems. Oh, I have plenty of fights to lose. I'm definitely taking the exploding chest here. We can do that. That has potential. Sure. Spirit of Vengeance, fine. Yeah, not quite. Lots of not quite here. Is it going to be a full heart? Well, I only had the half heart anyway, so it's not looking good for me there. Ooh. Is it Mephisto time? I think it might be. I probably just lose here, though. Oh, yeah, that's a big mice. That is one big mice. On the other hand, that ended up being one big Mephisto. So maybe we are okay. Can I afford to bring in the Wormscale Tinkerer? Maybe. Then I lose the Kraken? I need bigger... Wow, this is nowhere near enough slot buffs to really support Mephisto. Generic-ass Wormscale Tinkerer. What the heck? What is happening here? It is nice buffs, though. This is a lot of buffs. Sure. Is it World Shrub? I like World Shrub. What if everything was everything instead of just animals? I don't want to eat the spirit, so I think I leave it here and just eat the Kraken. This is working out, though. None of these are particularly impressive. Get the shot buff off of the fairy. That's nice. I have a mage! Everything is a mage. Oh, this is great. This is what I was looking for. Anything specific that I want to do here? Not really. More treasures as I beef up my Mephisto. Seems okay. Oh, and I'm getting extra shops out of the Bakwa Dao, which is wild. That's actually really, really good in this context, too. Cool, cool, cool. Although I still haven't hit any of my Fey buffers, which is very sad. Wanted the exploding chest to give me the fairy buff treasure at a rare, but I guess not today. Get eaten. Trifork! Heck yeah. Now everything's big. Which is what I was looking for. I want everything to be big. Finally a Pisces. Order? Doesn't matter. Alright. If I stay alive a little bit longer, then this synergy is going to make it happen. Because I'm in a pretty good place now, and that place will only improve as time goes on. Like, the fact that my Mephisto is bigger than your 3 blind mice means that things are not going to go well for you here, I think. Oh, Mockingbird is fantastic. I'll take that. Yep, the apple's pretty good too, for sure. Apple and World Shrub together again, as nature intended. Yeah, I like my odds here. It'll take a while to get there, but that's just because I have so many people to chew through. But my numbers are only increasing at rates that are going to be kind of unreasonable sooner rather than later. Especially because this number went up. Yeah, no, I didn't think you were, Scott. I didn't think you were. Maybe for a couple of rounds, like, Devinok might be able to keep up for one more round, but, like, this is going to be full hearts of damage sooner rather than later. Especially if I put the Spirit of Vengeance in front, like I should have done ages ago, years ago, centuries ago. This should have been how we started, not how we ended. Ooh. Yeah, you got a big shark, though. Big shark's not gonna cut it. Yep, that's true. You did live. Burninator. Burninator gonna do things for me? Get me some animals. Like, everything. Everything is in animals. Get me a shop full of everything. Oh, it actually pulls stuff that's all base animals. That's interesting. I don't think I need to shrink tea. I think I will just eat the Burninator here. Twin? Fine. You live another day, Devinok. Enjoy your fight against Scott. You got that big mouse against that big bag. That's actually... I don't know which of those is bigger, actually. Mouse is pretty big at this point. Respect that mouse. Crunch. Rest in peace, the Burninator. Rest in peace, the mouse. That's a lot of fills. Thank you for the continued hunts. Get a bottled Starlight. Sure. All of this is great. I think Bunyan's axe will never actually trigger, but that's maybe okay. Heck yeah. The sword? All right, new plan. We're gonna shift things over a little bit. Just dynamite twin, sure. How do I want to do this, actually? Because I want to eat... I guess I'm only eating one thing this round. So it doesn't really matter how I do it. So we'll leave it like this. Oh, the big thing was on this side. No, that would have worked better. I didn't know who I was facing. Yo, Doppelganger's pretty sick there, actually. That's fine. They can trade. All right, let's shift some stuff around here. You can go there. You can go there. Not that it matters too much, but it's helpful. And then you can immediately get replaced with a Bahamut. That sounds great. Silver something? I don't think I want a silver something. Cool, yeah, thank you for the follow, Neptune Boy. I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming Once Upon a Galaxy, but happy to see you around anytime I do. I keep fighting evil twins. I want to kill people. Sitting here fighting evil twins. Come on. Ooh, you got an apple also. Did you take my apple at some point? Maybe you had your own apple? The Bahamut lived? I did not expect that. None of this matters. You earned your apple. Fair enough. Expecting to fight me and mix out the wrong location. Yep. Yeah, sometimes you have to shift on the fly once you see what's going on. It's really tough at 3 because you could easily fight the same person multiple times in a row. Like, I didn't adjust correctly for my Mixo target either. I could have a slightly bigger Mephisto. Instead, I don't. Would have been a big old Boon Willow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you needed to move it to the front row just to get the value out of it that round. Which means that you're not getting, like, the actual buff from it. So it's a little bit of a hit in terms of your current tempo in order to have a more powerful board later. As long as you are going to survive to have a more powerful board later. Aww. Alright, I guess our Mephistos can trade. How long are we going to sit here trading with apples on all sides? Choose 3. Well, I guess I will choose all 3 then. Forever? I don't think forever, actually. I think all it takes is one right or wrong turn. Let's do that, actually. You do have that giant Paul Bunyan, though. But everything else on my board is bigger than yours. I guess I need to put in some things that, like, respawn in order to not have these problems going down the road. Because, like, this Jack-in-the-Box and that Doppelganger and the goodie bag, like, all of this stuff is going to keep you alive for way longer than it ought. Ah, wrong trade. Whoa, that's a big shark! Okay, I guess I lose. What the hell? How did you have a 5-digit shark? Where did that come from? The bag was only 3 digits. Oh, you mixed up the bag. That's on me. That's on me. I should have been, like, playing around a little bit and swapping things around. I should have realized that Mixo was an option. I didn't even see the Mixo happen. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, absolutely. Deserved. Enjoy. GG's. All right. I think this is going to be the last one for